Hi there, and welcome to English Speak Daily, the place where you learn to speak English with confidence and ease, one habit at a time. I'm Lola, and my mission is to help you stop overthinking grammar and start speaking naturally. Today, let's talk about something that can completely change your English: how to practice every single day, even if you're busy or you don't live in an English speaking country. A lot of learners believe they need to move to USA or Canada to become fluent. That's not true at all. You don't need to pack your bags or live with native speakers to be fluent in English. What you really need is consistency, small steps, and small actions that train your brain to think and respond in English automatically. So, let's go through 5 realistic ways to make English part of your daily life. Tip number 1 is to listen every day, even if it is for 10 minutes. Listening is the foundation of fluency. If you want to speak well, you have to listen often. And no, it doesn't have to be a full lesson or a boring lecture. You can listen while cooking, while driving, cleaning, or while working at work. Play an English podcast, a YouTube video, or your favorite songs. Don't worry if you don't understand or if you don't catch every word. What matters is that you expose yourself to the language every single day. Your brain needs to hear how English sounds, the rhythm, the tone, the flow. So, even just 10 minutes a day can help you more than you think. And don't worry if you don't understand everything. This is just one small step in your process of learning English. So just trust the process. Let's move to step number 2. It is to shadow what you hear. Once you start listening, take the next step. Speak along. I hear you. You may say that you don't know how to speak or you're not used to speak and talk, but just focus on the objective of this practice. So, what we call shadowing is to repeat what you hear instantly like an echo, even if your pronunciation is not 100% accurate. Don't translate, don't stop to think, just copy the speaker's rhythm, tone, and energy. For example, I want to sound natural in English. Repeat it. I want to sound natural in English. Repeat after me. Great! This is shadowing. Don't focus on pronunciation. Don't focus on saying it in a correct way. Just repeat. You're just trying to work your muscles. Another sentence. Let's try to do it together. I am improving every day. I am improving every day. Repeat it again. I am improving every day. You can look at it on the screen and repeat after me. And this is how you train your brain and your mouth to move together just like a native speaker. So you have to work your muscles in order for them to be accustomed and to be familiar with the language. Now, tip number 3. Think in English. I know this may be hard at the beginning, but just small actions, short and simple. So, fluent speakers, they don't translate in their head. They think directly in English and just start small. When you wake up in the morning, you could say, "It's a beautiful day. It's early." And then when you go to the kitchen, you can say, "I need a coffee. I'm gonna make a toast." See, so just simple steps. On the bus, for example, you're looking outside, you can say, "The weather is cold." If you miss the bus, you can say, "Oh, I'm late again." You can say, "I'm learning." Just learn to say small sentences, small expressions. These micro thoughts, they train your brain to use English automatically instead of looking for a translation. Later, you can whisper them out loud to get used to speaking. Tip number 3, read aloud. Reading silently is good for understanding, but reading aloud builds your fluency and pronunciation. Choose something short, maybe read a text on the screen with I have some of those videos on my YouTube channel. So you've got a text and I read, you can read with me. So you are reading, you are practicing shadowing techniques. So it can be a story, it can be a quote, it can be a short dialogue. Read slowly the first time, then try to go faster, then with more expression. And I have that same exact video on my YouTube. So we've got a short text, and then I read it slowly, and then I read it quickly, and then you can just do the same thing. So pretend like you're an actor performing a scene, So just try to repeat what you see. This activates your speaking muscles and it builds confidence in your voice. Something that I struggled a lot with was my voice, and I still have a problem with that. But I decided to expose myself and put myself on YouTube, even if I hated my voice. Tip number 5, make English part of your lifestyle. And this is very important. You don't have to study English, you have to live with it. That's the problem with most learners that I have, the most students that I have in my courses. They come, they study English in the class, and then they forget about it until the next session. That's not how you learn English. You have to live with it. So, how can we live with English? Maybe changing your phone or laptop settings into English. Maybe writing daily your to-do lists in English, even if you have to use an app or ChatGPT to help you with that. Watch one short video in English every day instead of your native language. At night, write 3 simple sentences about your day, or maybe when you are in the bus, in traffic, write 3 sentences in English. I am in traffic. I am stressed out because I am afraid to arrive late at work. Simple sentences. When you come back home, you can say, "Today I cooked dinner. Today I spoke with a friend. I watched a movie in English." Just try to speak, or record a 1-minute voice note about your day. And I think this one is amazing. I did this. I was recording myself 1 minute a day, and then I will hear again. And I hated the sound of my voice. And this is like familiar with everyone. People usually they hate how their voices sound, but that's okay. The most important thing is to look at how you pronounce, and don't forget, you are working out your muscles. to be accustomed to English. So don't worry about your mistakes or anything else. So no one is judging you, it's just you, right? Just practice speaking freely. You can also join an online group that like the one I have. Comment on videos, send short messages to other learners. It's not about perfection, it's about staying connected to English every day. My final message for you is that fluency doesn't come from moving abroad or studying hours in classes and studying grammar and vocabulary and trying to memorize lists of vocabulary. That's not how we learn. It comes from tiny, like small, daily actions, like speaking, listening, reading, and trying to think in English consistently. So make English part of your routine and let it live in your phone, your notes, your laptop, and in your voice. That's when English stops being a subject, like a course, and starts being part of you and part of your daily life. And that's why I use this technique with my learners a lot. With my students, we always focus on speaking. We always focus on communication. I don't focus on grammar. I don't focus on vocabulary because the moment the learner starts to talk, he starts to speak, then he's going to focus a little bit more on um, on being correct, on saying the right thing, and on being perfect. And he starts to learn the rules, the vocabulary. Just think about think about children, right? When you were a child and you had to learn your own language, how did you learn that? Did you go at school? No, you didn't. You were just trying to talk and talk and talk, and through time you learned the rules. And that's exactly the same thing with English. You have to practice speaking, listen, and try to talk. And perfection comes through time. So if you want to learn more and if you want to practice more, especially if you're someone who doesn't really speak a lot, so stay tuned and let's learn together.